To our top story this morning, we're talking about the tax cut deal that passed the Senate. Two Congress people on the show to debate the deal. First, Lloyd Doggett, a Democrat from Texas, he's against it, and also Congressman Marshall Blackburn, a Republican from Tennessee, who supported the deal. Thanks to both of you for being with us this morning.
Good to be with you.
Morning.
I want to ask you, Congressman Doggett, first, and if we take a look at how the vote went down, you have nearly as many Democrats in the House voting against it as those who supported it, including you. You were very vocal in your criticism of this. Why could you not support this?
Well, Moment of Truth was the very appropriately entitled name of the President's Bipartisan Debt Commission. It took barely a moment before that commission's report came out about the problems of our national debt before he blew right through another $1 trillion in this side deal with Senate Republicans. I think you can talk about cutting taxes, and that's great. We all like less taxes, but this came at an immense cost, and with the efficiency of our essentially having stood at the front of the Capitol and shoveled cash out. That's about as efficient as job producing as some of these provisions in this bill are.
Congressman Doggett, though, I mean, when we look at it, what your take on this? Are average Americans better off today because this passed?
Well, I think that average Americans, I think about it in my area in Central Texas, the average Central Texas family, the median income of a Central Texas family for an entire year is less than what the top 1% will get in a tax cut here. That won't produce jobs, but it will add an immense amount of debt with our borrowing from the Chinese and others that we'll eventually have to pay. You say it's our money, it certainly is, but it's also our debt, and now we have much more of it. I think if you increase the debt and you don't have a good job-producing program, that's a real problem. And then there's the serious problem that I talked about in this debate of Social Security. A major step was taken yesterday to undermine Social Security. That's why the National Committee to Preserve Social Security said this bill was a disaster. And for Social Security, unfortunately, it is.